gonna stand with my feet out into traditionally like a second position, but just find that stance that feels good to you. We're just gonna bend our knees and stretch up, big reach. And again, bend and stretch. Again, big bend and a stretch to the ceiling. Again, bend the knees deep, reach. One more time, big bend and a reach. This time I'm gonna bend and reach over to the right. Big bend through the middle, other side. Just a nice opening through the side body. Again, you can forego the bend if that doesn't feel good, but make sure you're pushing through your heels, grounding through the feet, and always minding our knees over our toes. Right? I always lift my toes up just to make sure. One more time. Big stretch and back in the center. Give me a big lift, grab onto your left wrist, stretch on over, lift up, other side, big stretch. And then reach the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers, lift the chest up, open up through the shoulders, big breath, and just keep reaching back. And then let's release our arms. Just shake it out a little bit. And as we're still in this position, just start your roll down right here. So slowly melt all the way down. So we're in this lighter position. Hang here for a moment. Maybe shift side to side. Open up through the hips. Bend the knees and round all the way up and roll the shoulders in. Again, go ahead, roll down, pull up in the abs. Round it down, find that big stretch. Holding here, bend the knees and around. Push the floor away and round. One more time. Roll it down, scoop up the belly. Hang here. Bend the knees deeply. Place your hands on your thighs. Press the thighs open. Pull the shoulders down and back. Try not to put weight in the knees. Take the right shoulder, rotate in and lift. Left shoulder, rotate and open. Again, rotate, open the chest, rotate and lift again. Rotate, up again, rotate. Come back to center, round up like a big cat and then open out. So just like our cat-cows, rounding up and then open. I'm just pushing open my thighs a little bit. Round, open, two more, round, open, one more time, around, open, and let's round all the way up. From here, I'm just gonna rotate to my left. Come to your feet are nice and even with your hips, right? So they're not lined up. I have them hip bone distance. Left foot is planted, right heel is lifted. Just gonna reach and go to a little lunge and press back up. Again, little reach and press. Again, making sure the tracking of the left knee over second and third toe. So I'll come to an angle here and then down and press. Just open up through the front of that right hip. Stretch. One more time. Hold the stretch. Reach down. So just a nice runner's lunge stretch. Go ahead and tap the knee and a lift. Tap and a lift. Tap. Just opening up the front of that hip. Last two. Last one. Straighten both legs. Start to rotate the feet all the way around to the other side. Bend the knee. Carefully come up. Find that big lunge again. Reach the arms and press. Again, watch the knee on the right leg. If you don't want to bend, just hold for balance. Two more. And one more. Come down, find that runner's lunge again. Open up the front of the left hip. Tuck your tail, squeeze your left foot. Just open up through here and breathe. Straighten out both legs. Rotate back to your center. Hold here. Rotate the feet to face forward so they're parallel. Pull the shoulders back. Fingertips on the ground if you can. If not, you can come up. Open out through the chest. If not, we're down here and we're just gonna bend and press. Little bend, not very deep. Pushing through the pinky side of our foot and getting that stretch through the outside of the leg. Last two. And last one. I'm gonna rotate my feet in, little crawl all the way to a nice little forward fold. Hang here. Shake it out a little bit, stretch the back of the legs, bend the knees, round, all the way back up. All right, go ahead and come on down onto your knees. Grab your weights if you want them. We're gonna do a set of some push-ups. You can go flat on the hands. If you don't like push-ups, just go into a plank, maybe forearm plank. But I'm gonna grab my weights and hold on to them because that helps my wrist a little bit. You can always go on your fist. And I'm gonna go a little wide. So from here, shoulders are back, stepping on out to a nice plank. You can go to the knees as well. Just a slow push up to start. Abs in, elbows are wide, just warming up the whole body. Elbows are bending, open through the chest. Try not to drop the head. Again, knees can go down. Last three. And two. And one. Go ahead and set your weights forward and just find a nice stretch. Nice reach back. Press the arms into the mat so we're stretching the underside of our arms, our armpits, shoulders, and back. And around all the way up. Coming to all fours just for a moment. Shoulders are back, curl the toes under. Exhale, just tuck through your low back into your low belly. That's it, not the upper. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, draw the belly in. So I want you to feel this sensation from the abs. The belly is pulling in to draw the tail under. So it's not a big movement, it's just from my waist down. Because when we get to the next one, you want to feel that that's what's happening. The belly is pulling your pelvis under. Open the chest one more time. And back. And then come to your child's pose just one more time. All right. So grab one of your weights. If you want more work, you're welcome to grab both of them, but I'm just gonna grab one and hold on to the end. From here, legs are extended out onto the mat. Reach the arms out. Again, you don't have to use the weight. Arms are here, chest is lifted. Exhale, draw the belly in like we were just doing. The belly is pulling my pelvis underneath me. Shoulders are down, squeezing the armpits. Just slowly roll down one bone at a time. And as I come down, just reaching the arms to the ceiling. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, use your abs to come up. Keep scooping the belly. Reaching a little forward, but not collapsing. And then sit tall. Lift the chest up, squeeze into the underside of the arms. So this weight is kind of doing two things. It's a little extra weight, A, but it also helps you on the roll-up. So if you have trouble with roll-ups, holding on to a little weight like this actually helps a little bit because that extra weight pulls you up. And then slowly roll down. Squeezing the armpits, just taking your time all the way down. Again, inhale. Exhale, scoop the abs in as we come over and back up. Two more. Exhale, just rolling down, getting every little bone down, warming up the abs. One more up. Exhale. Scoop the abs. Actually, I did say one more. Roll down, right? One more. Squeeze the armpits. Anchor the thighs to the floor. When we come up, we'll do a stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze into the armpits, belly in. And then as you come forward, you can release your weight. Stretch forward this time. You can reach wherever you can hold on to, whether it's your shins, your ankles, your feet, and just find that stretch. All right, coming back up in that same position. We're gonna grab our weight again. Arms are straight up, shoulders are down. Exhale, tuck your butt and just roll back a couple inches, just enough to find that scoop, just like when we did the cat. Just a scoop in the belly, just that capital letter C curve, right? So from my head to my tail is a capital letter C, shoulders are down. From here, inhale down an inch, exhale up. So just a little crunch up. Again, you don't need the weight. You can set it down if this is too much. Exhale. If you want it harder, hold both weights. Use your breath. Exhale. The abs are pulling to push my breath up like I'm fogging a mirror. Last 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way up again. Little stretch. Again, holding the weight. If it's too much in the shoulders, go ahead, just take a break from it and then reconvene if you'd like. Coming back, shoulders down and back, chest is up. Exhale, tuck your butt. We're just rolling back again, just that little bit. From here, exhale, little twist to the right, back to center. Twist to the left, back to center. Push the thighs into the mat. Exhale, twist. If this is too hard, a little bend in the knees. Just give me a little rotation. Slow. Exhale, twist. Use your waist. Twist. One more to the right. One more to the left. Center. Come all the way up. Stretch forward once again. All right. We're going to add on to that one. So, again, I got my friend. Chest is out. Shoulders are back. Draw the belly in to roll us back. Find that spot where you feel locked in. Like I have a big belt just holding in place. Exhale, twist to the right. Hold here. Lower down an inch. Exhale, up an inch. Squeeze down into the right armpit, down onto that right side to tap into your obliques. You can even tilt the weight just a little bit down to the right. Make sure the legs are even and anchored. Left hip presses into the ground here, guys. Last 3, 2, 1. Back, hold center. Twist to the left. You can dip. Crunch that side. Lower down up an inch. Exhale, little crunches. Shoulders are down. Use your obliques here. Give me 4, 3, 2. Come back to center. Come all the way up. Release your arms. Stretch it out. Give me that big stretch forward. Flex your feet. Stretch your arms. Drop the head. And coming all the way back up. All right. Got our friend again. This time we're rolling all the way down to the shoulder blades into a crunch position. If it's too much with the weight, get rid of it. Put your hands behind your head if you need that neck support. Here we go. Shoulders back. Exhale, draw the abs in. As you roll down, slowly imprint every little bone. Once you hit your shoulder blades, hold here. Bring the weight up and lower it down. Exhale, abs in. Now I'm only raising my arms as far as I can keep my shoulders where they are. So I'm not going so far back that my shoulders are compromised. Exhale for 3. Abs are in for 2. And 1. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, use your belly to come back up and forward. Find that little stretch for a moment. Coming right back up. Shoulders down. Exhale, use your abs. Roll down. We're stopping at the shoulder blades again, guys. Once we're here, squeeze into the armpits. Arms up a little bit. Bring the right leg in tabletop so my weight's right over the shin. Lift up, and then the left, holding here. From here, exhale, slide up the shins and back down. Exhale, like I said, hands behind your head if you need it. Exhale, slide up, anchor your butt. Exhale, use your abs. Give me 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet, stretch out the legs, roll all the way up, and stretch forward again. Shoulders back, coming back up. Extending out, shoulders down as we round it down. Squeeze back into your armpits. Once I find my shoulder blades, arms up a little, left leg comes up to tabletop, then the right. From here, extend both legs as you try to come up, and then bend the knees. Now here's an addition. Up, as I bend the knees, I lay back, control the weight back behind me. Exhale, curl up, extend, and back. You don't have to extend the legs. Exhale, up. I'm trying to reach towards my ankles. Arms are only going as far back behind me, but I have that control in my ribs and lats. Lift, slowly back. We have a couple more here. Exhale, extend, lift, and back. 2 more. Exhale, abs are in, reach, and back. 1 more time. Exhale, come up. Can we pulse up? 1, 2, reach your ankles. 3, 4, 5, it's like a half teaser. 6, 7, 1 more. 8, bend, reach and back. Lower the feet down with control. Stretch the legs out. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, use your abs and give yourself that nice stretch forward. So the weight just gives you that extra something, right? Extra element. It does make you work your core a whole lot more because you have to stabilize so much more. So again, if you're not very stable through the shoulders, don't do it, right? You're still getting a great workout. Okay, so we're gonna bend the knees here. Grabbing onto my little weight friend once again. Take the arms back out. Press down through the feet. I have my legs together. You can have them apart if that feels better for you, but I really like to squeeze from my inner thighs to stabilize. Exhale, tuck your tail like you did before, just roll down a little bit. Push the feet into the mat and feel like you're pushing either down and forward, if that feels good to you, or down and in towards you. I like to push forward a little. From here, I'm gonna exhale, just rotate and dip the weight down and back to center. And then other side. The hard part of this is not letting the knees rock and roll. So you have to squeeze your butt as you do a little twist. Now you're perfectly welcome to stay here. If you need it more difficult, bring the legs up, cross the ankles, and then do it. A lot harder for balance, right, and stability. You don't have to do it with the legs up. Keep the legs down if you need to. Abs are in, or legs are up, and squeeze. And 1, 2, 3, abs in, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, center. Extend the legs and give your back a nice little stretch after that. Big stretch here. Release the shoulders and come all the way back up. Okay, enough of that right now. So let's come on up. Grab whichever hand weights you want. I'm going to start with my 3s. I'll see how it goes. So we're going to come to standing, grab your weights, and we're going to start in that second position. Just like we did in the very beginning, and out in that little turned out position, find the width that works for you. So take a test run, bend the knees, and see where that feels good. Make sure your knees are tracking over second and third toe. Always important, don't let the knees collapse forward, right? Again, you bend as deep as your body goes. Another thing, be careful of is it's not a squat. I'm not leaning forward and sticking my butt out. I'm actually going straight down, okay? All right, here we go. Arms are to your sides. rotate the palms, shoulders back as we bend the knees, bicep curls, and reach. Now the higher the arms are up, the harder it's going to be on the shoulder girdle. So you're welcome to keep the elbows low. That's gonna help the shoulders. If you need it heavier or harder, arms are out, abs are in. Really push from the heel. So we're working our lower half as we're getting some upper half. Heart rate should start to go up as well, just that little bit. Do what you can. We have about 4 more. 4, push into the mat. 3, always readjust where you need to. 2, we're gonna hold on. 1, from here, right arm, squeeze it in, and left. Abs are in, right. So no matter what, belly's always pulled in, armpits are always squeezing, taking your time, right, left, again, right, and left, one more time, right, and left. Go ahead, extend, bring the arms down. They're coming out in front of you, palms face down to the ground. Stretch out and back and stretch. Lift the chest, abs in. Abs are keep pulling in every time we exhale. So it's part of a little default button. Every time you exhale, pull your belly in. Shoulders are down. Only going to shoulder height, not any higher. Last 3. And 2. And 1. I'm gonna stay down this time. Hold and pulse the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chest is up. 9, 10, and down. Roll your shoulders around a couple times. Make sure those shoulders are feeling good. Gonna take the arms back out. Palms are facing each other. From here, as we plie, we're gonna bend the elbows and then straighten them out. So it's like a little hammer curl this time. Working the biceps, once again, but in a different way. And down. Again, the lower the arms, the more it's gonna come out of those shoulders, right? So I would take a little break in between if you need to, or have lighter weights. Down, good. Give me 5, 4, chest is up, 3, 2, hold 1, and pulse legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. Roll your shoulders around a couple times. All right, coming back. Elbows are bent, elbows into your waist. This is not a big arm movement. It's only a rotation out. My elbows are staying at my waist, okay? So it's not swinging out to the side. So just something to be aware of. Shoulders are back. As we plie or bend our knees, open and then in. Open, chest is lifted. I'm squeezing my arms tight to my body, right? So they're staying in alignment. So elbows and shoulders are in a straight line. So my elbows are directly under my shoulders. They're not behind me, they're not forward. Last 3, 2, we're gonna stay down. Hold 1, shoot the right arm out, pull it in, and left, and right, and left. Now let's go a little bit with it, and reach. So little lateral work in the waist, abs in, stretch, and stretch. Pull the belly in, stretch the arm, reach, sink a little lower if you can, working those legs, reach, reach. 2 more each side, 1 more. Good, both arms as we come up and down, reach, and 3, squeeze, 4, 5, 6, 7, squeeze it back, 8, 9, and 10. All right, shake it out a little bit here, guys. I'm gonna move to a little lighter weights for this. All right, so we're going back into that same little position. If this is not good on your body too, to be in this turned out, you can do this standing. You can come to a parallel wide position. You don't have to bend the knees, right? You can keep it here and just do the upper body, right? Please do what works best for your body. All right, come into my lighter weights. I got my 2 pounds now. Back in my turned out, finding my plie, my bend, press open the thighs, squeeze the butt. Taking the arms out, chest is lifted for the hug a tree. Inhale as I open, pressing up to close. Inhale, so squeezing from the chest, still working the underside of the arms. I like to feel that the weights are just sitting in my hands. I'm not squeezing them tight. Chest is up, belly is pulled in still. Push through the heels like you're pushing the floor away. And give me 3, 2, we're staying down on 1. Hold here, circle the arms 1, itty bitty, 2, 3, 4, long arms, 5, just a soft elbow, 7, 8, 9, reverse, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep reaching the arms nice and long, and 8, 9, and 10, and down. All right, roll the shoulders on back again. Going back out to that position. Bend the knees. Open the arms this time as I straighten my legs, right arm comes in and out. Left arm. So a little different stability. Shoulders are down. I know they get really tired doing this. I feel it too. Keep squeezing. Try not to stop yet. Almost done. One more each arm. Right and left. Both arms in and bring it down. Give me a nice little roll down here. Shake it out. Make sure you're feeling okay. You can release your weights. Let your arms hang. Release your neck. Just get the little release your back or shoulders, your hips. Go ahead, carefully pick up your weights. Slowly come up so you don't get dizzy after doing all of that. All right, so we're gonna come to a side lunge. So I have my 2-pound weights now because this is gonna be more of the back of the arms, the lats. So I prefer a little lighter for this, but again, work what works for your body. So we're gonna start with the left leg forward. The right one's gonna go back. I'm gonna give you 2 leg positions depending on your body. So the first one is where my left foot is facing forward. My right foot is in a slight turned out. So if I look down, my left heel is lined up with my right arch. And then you're gonna bend that left knee and try to square off facing that left knee. This is A position. If you're good with it, stick with this. If you're like, I need more work, you're gonna go to a full lunge. So I'm gonna take my back foot, go to parallel, lift that heel up, bend both my knees. So it's a lot more work in both legs. A lot of stability, you gotta squeeze your inner thighs in your butt. Arms are here, hinge a little forward. So pick your poison. From here, palms are facing my body. Arms come a little forward and stretch them back 1. Pull your abs in, 2. Just nice and long. So if you're familiar too, right? A lot of you take my equipment classes. So it's just like our chest expansion on our reformer. We're pulling the straps straight back with long arms. So activating the back of the arms, the lats, the back. But now we have our legs involved. We have 2 more. Reach 2. Hold the arms back 1. Pulse arms up 1. 2. Make sure your neck is long. Squeeze both butt cheeks. 6, 7, 8, 9, hold here. Baby bend in the elbow, straighten back. Just a tiny bend. I'm not going very big. It's small. Squeeze, small. Squeeze the back of the arm. Long neck. Feel like your arms are getting longer every time you straighten them. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms super straight. Let's pulse the arms up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come all the way up. Switching legs. So I'll turn this way. That helps. Right foot forward. Left one is either in that little modified warrior position, right? With the back leg is straight and foot is flat, or we're going to that lunge. Woo. My more unbalanced side. All right, so find it, shoulders are back. We're starting the same. I'm gonna change your palms for a moment. So this time, have the palms face back. Hinge forward again, squeeze your inner thighs. Bring the arms back, open the chest and forward. Press back. I don't like to think I'm pushing up to the ceiling. I like to feel like I'm pushing down and back. So I'm not using my traps and my shoulders, using the back of the arms, my back extensors in my back, and my lats. And of course, the whole lower half is working to stabilize you. A lot of isometric holds here in those legs. Last 3, 2, hold the arms back, rotate the palms down, palms up. Now the whole arm is rotating, not just the wrist. Palms down, palms up. Rotate that upper arm. Shoulders are back. Again, palms down, palms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have the palms down. Reach the arms back and pulse them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Palms face your body. Now squeeze in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you're clapping behind your back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press all the way up. Shake it out for a second. Woo-hoo. So hopefully you're feeling your legs, your upper body, your abs, lots of stuff. So we're just going to put these back for a moment. We will reconvene with these guys, but let's give that a little break. All right, go ahead and come back to a little seat onto your mat. Grab some water, drink some water, and we're gonna find our way onto our back again. So roll down onto your back, hug your knees into your chest, please. So just hugging the knees in, giving a little release in the back here. Draw little circles around if you like, and then both directions. And then while we're here, set the feet down. Go ahead and cross your right ankle over your left thigh and hug your left knee into your chest. Let's just stretch out our hips a little bit. So we got a little bit of leg work going on there. Nothing too crazy. We'll add some more later. But I just want to stretch out the hips for a moment if you were starting to feel them. And go ahead and switch. All right, little stretch. And breathe. All right, go ahead, set the feet down right here. Find your back nice and long into the mat. Hips are in neutral. Arms are down by your sides. From here, draw the abs in, float the right leg to tabletop. Exhale, left leg comes to meet it. Squeeze the legs together. If you flex your feet and glance up, you just see your toes. So I'm looking for your shins are parallel to the floor. Knees are in a straight line with the hips. From here, take your arms out a little bit and rotate the palms up. And let's open our chest slightly. But push your shoulder blades flat. Inhale, legs fall to the right, so the left hip lifts, anchor left arm. And then exhale, use your waist to bring it on back. Inhale, legs fall over to the left, keep pushing your right arm down. Exhale, use your abs back. Again, inhale over, squeeze the legs tight, and exhale. Back one more time to the left. Really get those legs squeezing tight. Squeeze your butt and exhale back. This time over to the right. Exhale, extend the legs long. Push through the heels. Feel the stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, use your waist to come to center. Over to the left. Exhale, really extend those legs. Inhale, bend. And back to center. One more time to the right. Shoulders are flat. Exhale, really push through those heels. Inhale, bend. And back to center. Last time to the left. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. And back to center. Holding here. Grab behind your thighs. Exhale, extend the legs to the ceiling. And then slowly bend. Just a little prep here. Exhale, draw the abs in, stretch the legs up, slowly bend. Try not to let your butt curl off the ground. So if you can't get the legs straight, that's okay. Do what you can, but let's find that stretch in the hamstrings and pull the abs in. One more time, extend the legs up, hold. Lower the left leg down, to a hover. Both hands are back underneath the right thigh. I'm pushing my leg into my hands so my arms are straight. Squeeze both butt cheeks and really hover that left leg. Exhale, bend the elbows to lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Hands can go behind your head if you want it harder. Big exhale right here. Inhale, switch. Exhale and switch. So hamstrings stretch and switch. Big exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Upper body doesn't move. It stays very still and quiet. The belly is holding you up. Right? So I'm holding onto my legs, but I almost feel like my legs are pushing into my hands. Rather than I'm pulling on my leg, I'm actually pushing it in my hands. And you're gonna fire up that stretch and those hamstrings at the same time. Exhale. Switch. One more time. Right. And left. Hold here on that left leg. We're gonna add a rotation. So as I bring my right leg up, I'm gonna grab and stretch to my pinky toe and switch. Now if you want it harder, both hands behind your head. Exhale, reach. And reach. If this is too hard, grab behind the leg still and just rotate the upper body. Reach, right? We want it harder. Hand behind the head. Stretch. Stretch it up. Exhale, abs in. Try to lift off those shoulders. You're stretching to the pinky toe. Reach. And 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here. Pulse up. 1, 2, you can hold. 3 if you need to. 4, straight legs. 5, 6, squeeze your butt. 7, 8, other side. Pulse up. 1, 2, touch the pinky. 3, 4, squeeze your butt. 5, cover that right leg. 7, 8, both legs up, and hug your knees into your chest a moment. Again, circles around if you need to. Massage the back out and around. Alrighty, here we go. Hands on top of the knees. Shoulders are down. From here, push the legs out till your arms are straight. You're really pushing on your shins, legs and tabletop. Push your tailbone down. Suck your belly to the floor. Exhale, curl up your head and shoulders, holding here. Exhale, extend the arms. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, circle around, grab the thighs. Lift, hold, inhale. Exhale, reach the arms. Lift them up. Circle them around. Exhale, hold. Take an inhale first. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. Circle on that exhale. Grab on. One more time. Reach. Arms up. Circle them around. Grab onto those thighs. Shoulders are down. Extend the left leg out and switch. So I'm just holding under my thigh for right now. But if you need to go hands behind the head, please do so. Head can always go down. Just do the legs. Find the control in your lower half. Okay? And switch. Switch. Now I'm going to add in, extend, switch. Bend the knee, extend. Bend the right knee in, extend. I know, little choreography here. And reach. Bend the right knee, stretch it up. Bend the left knee, stretch it up. Bend the right, stretch. If it's too confusing, just continue on the bent knee. Up, one more, bend, hold. We gotta reverse. Bend, kick the right leg. Bend the right knee, kick the left. I'm going slow because I know this is tricky. Bend, kick. So it's like our scissors and splits. Bend the right knee, and we switch. Bend the left knee, and we switch. One more, bend, and hold, and hug your knees in. I know it's a little brain teaser, but it's good for us, right? We gotta challenge our brain a little bit. Draw little circles around. Massage the back. And let's go ahead, hug the right knee and stretch the left leg. We're gonna take a quickie stretch here. Watch out for your weights. And then we're coming back to some more standing stuff. So knee in, I'm gonna go ahead and just move my knees side to side a little bit in that hip socket. And then I'm gonna go into a little twist. So right arm stretches out. I'm going into my own twist. That works for me. Try not to force it. Just breathe what works for you. Always be mindful in any kind of twisting that you're not forcing it. Breathing. Shoulders are relaxed. And bring it on up. Go ahead and switch. So left knee in. I'm just gonna go a little side to side. Moving my leg and my hip socket here. And then holding on to it with my right hand, left arm is out and coming into what twist works for me. And breathe. Just finding that opening through the low back, through the hip, whatever works. And then bring it back. Hug both knees in if you'd like one more time. And then go ahead and stretch the legs back out onto your mat. Reach the arms up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, use the belly. See, a little harder without that weight to come up, right? And stretch forward. That weight does give you a little assistance. All right, so we're coming back to some standing. So grab onto your light weights again. I'm gonna grab my 2-pounders again, okay? So we're gonna go in what's called a curtsy lunge. So what's tricky about it is that I don't want your hips to collapse. So I don't want one hip twisting, trying to keep them square. So it's just like a regular lunge that we would do, except one leg is behind and crossed, okay? And my stance is pretty big, right? I'm not very tall, but my stance is big because I don't want my knees to touch. I'm squeezing my inner thighs, but my knees are pretty far away because I need them to be 90 degrees again, okay? So this is what it looks like sideways, right? Hips are square, okay? So I'm gonna show you on a little angle. So let's start with the left foot forward. You're gonna take your right leg back and crossed a little bit, right? It's not that far, okay? It's like shoulder width maybe, okay? And I got my weights. Arms are down by your side, squeeze your inner thighs, keep your hips level. So put your hands there for a second and just find a couple knee bends and see if that works. Maybe you need to go wider, right? I kind of have to walk my feet a little further apart. Make sure you're pushing the whole foot, the whole ball of the foot down on the right foot, right? You're not just in the pinkies. I'm actually pushing from my big toe as well, and that's gonna help. All right, arms are here. From here, as we go into our curtsy lunge, arms out, and then squeeze them in. Arms out, squeeze. Abs are pulling in, you're pushing from the front leg. So the front leg is more of the working leg, even though we're squeezing both butt cheeks and inner thighs. Good, so just a little movement of the arms, letting them float up, out, and in. Let's do 5, and 4, 3, 2, we're holding on 1, hold, pulse legs, 1, 2, pull your abs in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold here, take those arms down, roll your shoulders back, come up to straight legs. As we bend the knees, arms come out. Open them, circle around, bend the knees. Circle around, again, bend, circle around, abs are in, pushing from that left leg. It should be nice and warm, should be feeling that butt by now. 4, and 3, circle, 2, and 1. We're gonna do pulses again, here we go, 1, 2, arms out, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo, shake it out, shake out those legs. All right, should have felt that left butt cheek work. Okay, righty's a little jealous, so here we go. Gonna have right foot forward. Let's take that left across. Remember, it's pretty wide. Squeeze the inner thighs, square off the hips and shoulders. So again, I'm in a little bit of a diagonal, so you can see me. Let's test out our legs. Bend them first. Maybe we have to readjust our position, right? Find it. Even look down. Make sure your knee is tracking over second and third toe. You don't have to bend deep either, guys, okay? All right, here's the change up. Elbows are in. As we bend the knees, arms out, squeeze it in. Arms out and squeeze. Push through that right heel. Remember, all 5 toes on the feet are pressing down, so we're not letting our toes lift off the ground. The left heel is up. 5, 4, 3, 2, we're holding on 1, hold, pulse the legs. 1, 2, chest up. 3, you can always drop the elbows if you need to. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up. So like we did the arm circles, we did them forward, we're gonna reverse our arm circles. So here we go. Bend the knees, arms go out, circle around. Bend the knees, circle around. Chest is lifted. Only bend as deep as you can stay upright. Circle. Chest is lifted. Down and around. And 5 more. And 4. Squeeze your butts, guys, and your inner thighs. 3, 2, 1. Circle, hold, pulse legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep squeezing everything through your center. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. All right. How are we doing? Still with me? Home stretch. Let's set those weights down for a moment. Come on down. Let's do a nice little butt stretch here. So I'm going to do a seated figure 4. If you don't like it, you can lay back down. If you like that best. So hands are back. Crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. Pull the right knee towards you, or right heel towards you. And then start to get your body upright. What I'll do a lot of times is actually lift, tuck my butt under. Actually, I'm not tucking. I'm actually flipping my tailbone out. And then come down. So trying to get a stretch in the back of my left hip right now. I like to rock around a little bit. Now you can stay into this stretch. If you need a deeper stretch, you can go into this one where I think it's not a lotus, is it? I don't know. I forget the yoga terms, but it might be. So I have my ankle over my thigh. My other shin is lined up too. Now, if you need it deeper, you can go into this. If that's too much and I don't want it to hurt your knees, go back to the other position that works for you, or even on your back again, right? And just feel the stretch from the hips and around. And then go ahead and switch. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring my right ankle over left, walk my left heel towards me, lift up so I can flip my tail out a little bit, and then find that lift in my spine, because you don't want to round. This is not the stretch. Try to lift as tall as you can. Push the floor away from you, get the arms straight, and just find that stretch into the right hip, right? Your butt cheek, your hip, you should feel it, right? Like I said, if you feel like you need to go to that deeper one, right, that's better for your body, go for it, right? Do what you can. Right? Never force anything. Do what feels good. I want you guys to do this because it feels good, right? Take breaks, right? It's not easy, right? Pilates is not easy. It's work, but make it fun, right? We're doing it together at least, so that's good. We're not alone. All right. So let's go ahead and get a little extra back work. So you're going to come onto your stomach. If going on your stomach doesn't feel good, you can go ahead and come onto all fours instead and do a little bit of cat-cows if that feels better for you. If not, we're coming on our tummies. So now some people can't go on their tummy, which is fine, right? We're all different. Like my friend Erica says, we're all snowflakes, right? All right, so hands are underneath the shoulders. Priscilla's probably laughing at that one. All right, elbows are hovering off the floor. So I'm not having my elbows on the ground, and my elbows aren't above my body. I'm trying to find where it's level with my body. From here, reach your legs long, tuck your tail, pull up into the belly. So right now my chest is just grazing the ground. Head is long. Open up through the chest and just a little lift in the upper back. So I'm not coming up high, but my ribs are lifting with me, right? They are lifting a little bit. So belly in. So I'm trying to get my upper back to move. Inhale as you lift. Exhale down. Try to keep your shoulder blades flat, not pinching. I always like to feel like I'm pushing down on my mat and sliding my hands back a little bit to pull myself forward. So I have the sensation of going forward even though I'm lifting. Keep pulling the belly in. And let's do 4. And 3. Reach the legs long for 2. And 1. Go ahead and press down through the arms. Lift yourself up and back into a child's pose. Really stretch out your back. You can round up, especially if your low back starts to talk to you a little bit. Really get a good stretch. I push down into my mat to feel that extra resistance and stretch, and that should help you too. Okay, so we're gonna do some side plank. We're gonna add the weight if you want, right? You don't have to, but I'll show you. So I'm gonna come down on my right side. I have my weight just out in front of me right now. You can do this on your hand if you prefer. I'm gonna come down on my forearm for right now. So I like to fold my mat up to give me a little cushion to come down on my forearm. All right, so we're gonna do a couple things. Stretch the top leg out. So if I look down, my ankle, knee, hip, shoulder on that left side are in a straight line, okay? My leg's not forward or behind me. It's my heel, knee, hip, shoulder, okay? Now I'm gonna take my bottom leg and bring it back a little bit, trying to match my knees as much as possible. I know that's kind of hard because your butt wants to stick out. So now pull your abs in and push your butt a little. Think of tucking it more, like you're pushing your pubic bone forward and tuck. So now I'm squeezing both cheekies. I have my weight here. I'm just gonna keep my hand here and hold it. Now from here, push into the floor with the left foot, lift up and find a modified side plank, okay? I'm gonna take my weight in my left hand, bring it underneath, and I'm gonna look down at my right arm. From here, I'm gonna open out, stretch, and then reach it underneath. Open out, stretch, reach it. Now, if this is too easy for you, you're welcome to have both legs straight out and go into that full side plank if you want to, right? But keep the knee bent down if you want. You don't even have to use this weight, guys. Exhale, we have 4, right? And 3, do what you can, be careful. 2, push the floor away with that right arm. 1, hold here and pulse up. 1, just the hips. 2, 3, 4, 5. Set the hips down. Bend both knees in front of you. Set your weight in front. Right knee's in front, left is back. I'm gonna stretch over to the left and stretch out that whole right side. That was stabilizing me. Okay. So we were working both sides. The right side was stabilizing and the left side was dictating that movement with the weight. All right. Other side. Here we go. Watch, you're not gonna kick any weights like I was. I'm gonna fold my mat up again. Again, you can do it with a straight arm or on your forearm. Make sure elbows lined up with your shoulder. Here we go. Right leg is straight out. Let's check it out though, please. So flex your foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, straight line. Knees are stacked. Push or tuck, squeeze your butt, push pubic bone forward. Now lift that bottom side off the ground. First, you're not on your shoulder, you're using that left side. Here we go, lifting up. Take in that arm, rotate underneath, look down, open and reach to the ceiling. Exhale, open and reach. Exhale, reach under, open and stretch. Abs are, try not to drop the hips here. As you twist, your hips aren't dropping. You're trying to rotate just that upper half. Exhale. Again, straight legs if you want it. We have 4. Do what you can. 3. Abs in. 2. 1. Hold, hips pulse. 5. 4. Squeeze your butt. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Come on down. Set that weight down gently. Have the left leg in front of the right. And stretch over to that right side. Stretch that whole left body. Big breath. Big stretch here. All right, and coming back up. All right, make sure your weights are on your way. Have a little seat on your mat. Little butterfly stretch. So soles of the feet are together. Grab onto the ankles. Lift up through the chest. Gonna bend the elbows, pressing the elbows into the thighs. Try to find extension in the spine for this first stretch where we're not rounding quite yet. So just breathe. And on your next exhale, now you can fold over and stretch the arms out. Release your back. Keep pressing the feet into each other and pressing open the knees. And carefully coming up. All right. So one of 2 things. Keep your right leg in. Extend your left out. So this is A, where you can sit tall. One is in, one is out. If you know how to go into a full side split, go into that. So if not, we're starting right knee in, left leg out. Okay, those of you who want to go into full out splits, go for it, right? Make sure toes are facing the ceiling. All right, so we're all going the same direction, right? You have that right knee in. Take the left hand on your left leg and we're just gonna slide down that leg and stretch over, anchoring down through the right hip. Few deep breaths here. Releasing through the neck. And then lifting up. Go ahead, rotate your shoulders to face that left leg and then carefully start to slide down. Again, readjust what works for your body. Big breath, only going where it works for you, don't force it. Stretching over, so we're stretching a lot in the inner thighs, the hamstrings, your back, your lats, so a lot of different stretching here. And breathe. The more you breathe, the deeper you'll get into it. And carefully, and always slowly come out of a stretch. Don't just whip yourself out of a stretch, really important. All right, if you have the right knee in, switch. So left knee will be in, right leg out. Okay, right hand on thigh, and we're gonna come up over and just find that lateral stretching, big reach, breathing into that side body, anchoring the left and up. And now rotate, square off the shoulders as much as you can, and slowly walk over that right leg. Again, hold where you can, breathe into it. One side is usually tighter than the other, and breathe. Carefully walk your hands back. Either stay with the legs open or go back to butterfly. Last stretch forward. If you like this one, you get a little deeper in the inner thighs. Just mindful of where you're going. Big breath. And then carefully walk yourself back, one hand at a time. Grab the legs to carefully bring them in. Let your arms out. Plant your feet down onto the mat. Prop yourself on up. I'm going to walk my hands in front and try to really press down through my heels, trying to stretch through the Achilles and through the calves that get nice and tight. And then from here, drop the head, start to extend the legs, push the heels to the floor as we gently come to a forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, extend.
If you'd like to reach the arms back, interlace them and stretch over. Get a nice shoulder stretch here. Go for it. Bend the knees again. Extend. One more, bend the knees. Extend. Release the arms here. Soften your knees. Pull belly in. Slowly roll up. One bone at a time. Once you're up, couple shoulder rolls. And go ahead, take a big inhale. And exhale. Nice job, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, if you have any questions, comments, feastpilates@gmail.com or my Instagram or wherever else you want to find me, Facebook. I thank you guys so much.